Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. Today we're going to take a look at Big Daddy. You know, exactly what we're looking for, exactly what we're asking for villains, seemingly has shown up for us. Let's go ahead and, of course, give Hirudegarn a sticker-rooski real quick. Go ahead and slide one of those bad boys on him. And then let's go. Let's see how good Hirudegarn is going to be. Max links, rainbowed, and stuff like that. To me, it felt like Hirudegarn was exploding off of the screen in the 55% video. I was actually blown away, but a lot of it was I was in my head like looking at the numbers he was doing, and then also at the same time thinking about what all these numbers were going to look like for him. Oh, I forgot a node? Where is it? Oh, right here. Okay, well, sure, we'll give him a little bit more additional. Yeah, whatever. Like, Hirudegarn felt like he was exploding off of the screen to me, right? Because I knew what he was going to look like once we had him maxed out with links and stats and stuff like that. Now, I know a lot of people are going to look at this and they're going to scoff, of course, because we went for the full dodge on Hirudegarn. But Hirudegarn already has 1 million built-in additionals. He's got 1 million built-in crit. He's fine there. The problem would be when he doesn't dodge. Again, we actually got killed with Hirudegarn in the 55% video. We got one-shotted by a super attack. So I would just rather maximize his dodge chance. He does not have an infinite cycle of unlimited dodging, of 100% dodging. It's how it works. I would say it's probably going to be pretty rare for him to get caught and get exploded, but it certainly could happen. I would much rather just even decrease that chance even more with a nice 31 dodge build than anything else. If you don't want to go dodge, I think my recommendation might actually be attack equips. So maybe going something like, you know, like one of these, right? Or something like that for gold, giving yourself attack and crit. I think, you know, bronze, like 7, like something like this to me, if you're not going to go dodge, makes a ton of sense. Remember, this guy has so much additional and so much crit built in. You don't need to focus on those. I think maybe raw stats, even if you don't want to go raw attack, maybe raw defense. I think a lot of those would be a good idea. Maybe even... I don't think I have one for Hirudegarn of the defense and the dodge, which, yeah, those ones I don't want to use. Okay, so maybe I'll look into it and even give him one of those. We would lose 1 point of dodge to get a little bit of extra defense. That probably could be a good thing, especially... I mean, Hirudegarn, there is a couple of different setups we could try him on. Sort of hope 200% time traveler team. We could run him on Fusion Zamasu's 150% team. I think Hirudegarn is going to be, like, he's the best candidate there is for one of those, like, you know, hour and a half, you know, hour and 45-minute long showcases, because there's a lot of different setups where I think we could kind of get away with using him. If Hirudegarn, if he had, like, the equivalent of, like, a Saiyan setup for himself, like, if there was other characters of his level, like a bunch just on one team, like, it would be, like, villains. You know, Dokkan understood the assignment with villain DOKKANFEST this year for the most part. Super 17, not the craziest, sure. Turles, pretty mid as well. But, like, Piccolo Jr., Fusion Zamasu, and this guy are gods. Like, villain gods. So, that's really good. So, let's jump in. Rainbow Max Links, I expect we will see a ridiculous performance from this guy. Now, Hirudegarn's team itself, again, I mean, the other reason it might not be very viable, potentially, is, I mean, friend list, yeah, I mean, you guys, like, one of these, okay, that's at least a level 10 link, I mean, we'll take that, but... a lot of these, like, low-level 55% Hirudegarn friends, I mean, this is all we've got on the friends list. I guess, I mean, we'll use this one, because I'm probably not, there's no way I'm going to even risk, like, a 55%, like, one of these types of Hirudegarn friends against Red Zone Fusion Zamasu, so there's no way. I'm not doing that. So we're probably going to run Fusion Zamasu's team itself for Hirudegarn's team when we do the you know, against Red Zone Fusion Zamasu video. All right, so keep in mind that huge deal with our boy Hiro here is that we need him to just continually be dodging. This is not a great opening turn here, too, because I just don't trust a lot of these characters here. Like, even LR Janemba, I mean, he's got to do a couple of attacks in slot 2 or 3 before he's looking good, right? Like, this is just very iffy for us with a lot of these characters here. So, like, if these bosses decide to super slot 2 or 3, we could be in big trouble. Now, keep in mind, once we transform with Hirudegarn, he does want to be run in slot 1, but we don't necessarily have to run him in slot 1. All right, so we'll do this. I do have LR Cooler with us as well, which I'm not super crazy about him, but, you know, we are bringing him. All right, so all we need is Hirudegarn to just dodge. Every single second, we just need to make sure that Hirudegarn is dodging for us. That's all we're looking for from him. So some of the abilities he has, he gets 3 key 100% stats, high chance to crit for 5 turns. So we could be getting crits right there. Perfect. He gets 200% attack and defense at the start of turn, 100% attack when attacking. He has a 70% chance to dodge. He has an additional 70% chance to be super within the same turn after dodging an attack, which we got. And then he builds up defense with each attack evaded up to 50%. And he also stacks defense with every super attack that he does. So that's good. All right, Metal Cooler did debuff the Cyclopean Guard here. No super attack. Okay, that actually works well for us. Our rotation, like how we want to do this, is pretty much going to have to be this right here. We need to have LR Janemba is we can't run him in slot 3, but we need to like have him be building up. I'll hit this right there, and then Fat Janemba can get some orbs and the support for us. Again, I don't really trust. I do not trust Fat Janemba. His restriction, no dodge, okay. His restrictions, that not dodging the first attack is tough for us because that cancels the ability for him to get one of his additionals, yeah, which doesn't show up right there. All right, he's dodging. He's looking good. All right, we need to dodge this. Okay, perfect. Now LR Janemba, remember again, he needs to do, 3 attacks in slot 2 or 3 to build up. So we need to make sure to get a couple of these off for him. And he'll be built up and looking a little bit better. But yeah, Fat Janemba, his orb restrictions are just so tough. And, I mean, movie bosses, like, there is an orb changer on movie bosses, LR Bojack, but, like, LR Bojack, I mean, he's a 2022 character. He's not good enough for nowadays. I don't think so.
わかりやすく金色にしてみましたが、単純すぎましたかね。安っぽいネーミングですが、ゴールデンフリーザとでも言いましょうか。
The other thing that really hurts LR Bojack is the stupidity, the absolute idiocy of Dokkan not putting Golden Frieza and Metal Cooler on Space Traveling Warriors, which drastically hurts Bojack, because in order for LR Bojack to be a Rainbow Orb Changer, you need a Space Traveling Warrior category ally, which we have. Hearts is Space Traveling Warriors, actually, right? Yeah, Hearts is on Space Traveling Warriors, but it's just Hearts. Like, that's no good. Like, that's not going to be good enough to run Bojack, no way. All right, no reason. Remember, Hirudegarn, his links are pretty good. Brutal Beatdown, Berserker, Big Bad Bosses, Revival, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, Fierce Battle. Like, we'll be able to get a lot of the links we want active for him. You know, big, like, sort of links, which is going to be good for us. We need him to just keep dodging. Remember, he does stack defense. Yeah, dude, that's what's so crazy about him. That's 2 supers. 750? I mean, he's tanking all normals in the game. Like, at that pace, he's going to be tanking all normals in the game. Like, fast. He would take damage, I think, still from Physical Fusion Zamasu, but, like, that's it. So, it's like, that's what's crazy. I mean, Hirudegarn, he's not really dodge or die. It's very fast. Damn it. Normal right there, okay. It's very fast that these start to look good. Once we transform with Hirudegarn, he becomes a real menace, right? That's where he's just doing 50 attacks and the crits and everything is just going to be raining in. Keep in mind that Hirudegarn has the same transformation condition that Dragon Fist does have, which is turn 3 if our HP is under 70%, or turn 6. You know, we do have the potential of a lot of healing here. You know, some of these, you know, Metal Cooler heals, Janemba has Metamorphosis, so the chance exists that we, you know, would not be, we'd heal out of what we want to be in. See, this sucks. Yeah, this is not going to be fun. Like, Hirudegarn is so powerful. Okay, good. Hirudegarn is so powerful, but it's just on him, right? Okay, good dodge. Perfect. That's all we need. Yep, he did his job. Dodge the super, take the normal. Absolutely fine with me. Total W. Now, remember, this is a very surprising friend unit on the friends list with level 10 big bad bosses, too. So, I mean, we are essentially seeing his power. We failed the 70% again. Unfortunately, you guys know I don't typically have great luck with those percentages when it comes to additionals and stuff like that, which is going to hurt us. I mean, we're going to go very slow if we're not proccing the supers and the crits and stuff like that for Hirudegarn. We're going to go super slow, and we're going to get caught eventually. Because, again, all these other characters are mid. LR Metal Cooler, LR Janemba, Fat Janemba, Hearts, like, none of them are crazy. Golden Frieza's got that nice defense early, but, like, that's what he's got, is nice defense early. Still turn 6, so unfortunately we're not able to transform. I guess maybe a Rainbow Orb will fall here? Yeah, I just hate running Janemba. Okay, no damage reduction. I mean, I guess he is... It's fine. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We're going to have to be careful of Hearts. We'll float off Hearts at this point, and then when he comes back, we get transformed. We'll have a turn of Guard, right? Guaranteed Guard. Remember, Hearts and some of those other characters did get buffed. Fat Janemba got buffed, right, with the ability to have that Guard when they first transform. All right, no crits. Remember, the crit we're going to be relying on for Hirudegarn, of course, is from his passive. His defense is going to be crazy with all the super attacks we've done at this point. Not really getting good luck with those crits. Okay. Remember, so Dragon Fist is a standby, right? So you can only do, you know, one of the same standby at any given moment, right? We're not... God damn it. Dodge it? No. 300. Okay. All right. Well... Metal Cooler doesn't hit that hard. His damage is 1.2 million, right? So he's like turn 1 in Zamasu, I guess. Both in Zamasu's. Alright. Really? We're attacking slot 3 50 times? Okay. Let's transform with this Hirudegarn right here. What are we looking like? He's at 700k. Remember, this is not the rainbowed one with the full level 10 links, but Big Bad Bosses is level 10. Alright, the main reason I played Golden Frieza's active was to give me time to pull up Metal Cooler. His cooldown is 8. He's definitely supering in slot 3. Shit. Okay, so remember that Hirudegarn gets... What does he get in slot 1? Hirudegarn, in slot 1, gets 100% attack and defense and a high chance to crit as the first attacker in the turn. I don't think so. I think we want to do... this. Golden Frieza, are you taking damage, buddy? I mean, it's 2 normals from a boss that does... his normals are 450, I guess. It's not gonna kill us. Let's do this. Let's do this. And then we have same type in orbs, which will heal us up. Obviously, we want to keep Janemba next to Hirudegarn for big bad bosses and stuff like that. Metal Cooler, if he's supering, it's at the end. So we need to kind of like play around that. We can't... I mean, I guess LR Janemba to be... He doesn't guard in slot 3, so we don't want to do that. but LR Janemba member does have the Ki Blast nullification. You know, and of course I do have a full dodge build on him as well, so LR Janemba, he could be okay. Remember, Golden Frieza, you know, he is incredible early, and then he'll kind of taper off a little bit as time goes on. So, like, we're at the point where Golden Frieza in front of a super attack is not a good idea. So, that's why I felt like I had to go Hirudegarn in slot 3 right here. Had to. So, remember the way Hirudegarn works, too? He has 70% dodge. He gains 10% dodge chance every time he dodges. I think that works like Yamcha, where it's going to be a separate proc, but I don't know for sure. I'm only going to find out the answer to that by testing this guy a lot, by using him a lot. Look, this is not even the Rainbow level 10 links. And, like, Hirudegarn is crazy. Like, he's crazy. He's crazy. The problem is just if the boss just decides to reach their hand out and aim at other characters. Guys, quick question for you. I need someone to answer for me. Was that my Hirudegarn with the dodge build that died, or was it the friend Hirudegarn? Could someone answer that in the comments? Please answer. Who died? The friend Hirudegarn or my Hirudegarn? Comments, answer fast, now. Alright, now this is what we're talking about. If we're doing a Hirudegarn run, this is what we hope to see every turn, is the enemies doing this. This is very good for us, right? So, we're at 961k. Actually, wait, never mind. Make that 1 million. We're at 1 million defense already. That's pretty good. I mean, these high defensive stats are obviously very good, but, you know, once the boss does decide to super attack, they could, you know, just reach their hand out and kind of end things as we just saw. All right, this is a good turn for Hirudegarn. We've got a lot of dodges in. Remember, I mean, the most important thing is just dodge the super attack, right? And we should be good to go here. We have not yet transformed, unfortunately. We would live the super, even if it does connect with us. It doesn't. Again, I'm holding my hand out. Like, this is where face can be good, so I could hold my hand out. You know, just saying. Yep, hit those hits, baby. Let's go. Get a couple of super attacks. All right, awesome. So next turn, if we can survive the next turn, we will get complete Hirudegarn out. The, you know, perfect Hirudegarn. Oh, was that the Hit 'em 10 system additional as well? Nice. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, look at this. He's good. He's good. He's good. I got no problems with him. My issue is more so just like the sad state of the friend system is I can't trust villain friends. Like friends, villain characters. Like, they're just, you know, like, I can't. I mean, oftentimes even, I try my best not to talk about it, but you guys, you get the point I'm making, right? It's tough. Now, like, LR Fusion, Zamasu, big DOKKANFEST LR hype celebration, very easy to find Rainbow, Big Bad Boss level 10 versions of him, so when I'm using Hirudegarn a lot of times, it is going to be there. You know, the Sword of Hope setup, I think, can work. We could try it over there as well, right? Just, we would need to be... Oh, damn, dude. I don't know. He could super attack anywhere, man. Oh, it's just so unfun. This is not fun to me. Like, Hirudegarn is so good, but the rest of the team, like my Hirudegarn is good. The rest of the team, it's like, you know, I don't know why we have to attack the last slot so many times to make me nervous. Like, damn. What do we do? His cooldown is very long, but he did super pretty early last turn. I think he could potentially super attack in any slot. We're gonna need Big Bad, like, we need Big Bad Bosses up with these guys. Well, at least my Janemba will need Big Bad Boss. He's definitely gonna need it. He can't, yeah, this is what we're gonna have to do. This is what we have to do. If he kills Golden Frieza in the last slot, I mean, there's nothing I could do about that, man. That's just, like at a certain point, Hirudegarn is great, but this factors into Hirudegarn, right? Like, it's like, you know, like, I wish I could just run a team in which, like, Hirudegarn himself will be heavily nerfed on the Fusion Zamasu team, but he's still God, so, like, he should be very good and perform well, but he's going to be heavily nerfed. You know, or we run a team like this where the rest of the team is just loser characters, right? We're just filled with filth and losers on this team, which is a major issue. All right, now, Hirudegarn, I mean, being in slot 1 right here. Oh, there's the super. Oh, that's actually very good for us. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Yep. Nice. So keep in mind on that last turn, by the way, when the friend Hirudegarn dodged, he did one dodge and then he got hit with the super attack. So if it's stacked, that would have meant he had an 80% chance to dodge and failed it. I'm gonna do probably like a long showcase for Hirudegarn, and we'll probably see there. I mean, I think it doesn't stack. So what I'm saying is, you know, he has 70% dodge, and then he gets that extra 10% dodge with every time he dodges. I think that's a separate proc on that turn, and then on the next turn he has the guaranteed dodging, right? Is the way he works. All right, finally. Oh my God, we can get to my father is here. Let's just go ahead and do this. We already seen the animation. It's not like Hirudegarn's animations are they're worthless anyway because they look good, but he's not talking. That's the. I mean, not you guys. I'm always saying this. To me, a huge thing is I love like hearing them like the voice acting, and we don't get that from Hirudegarn. Hirudegarn is not a voice actor, right? So he's at 900k. Sure, we'll take that. I'm gonna leave hearts in base so we can get the support. This is knowingly choosing to die by leaving hearts in base, by the way. But this turn is just all about giga charging Hirudegarn. Please dodge his first attack. Oh, God damn it. Because that gets us an additional. Of course, that's the one we don't dodge. Drives me nuts. That's the one attack we don't dodge. You can't, my guy. All right, so here we go. And he does a lot. Then there's up to 16 million. His super attack effect is, what, 50% attack for one turn? So he does a bunch of super attacks. That's hidden potential system additional right there. He does a bunch of attacks, but, you know, he's just getting the 50% attack, which is good. Okay, I mean, I guess that's Hirudegarn, right? Like, is there anything else we really need to show? Not really. I mean, remember that on the second rotation, after you... Is Metal Cooler really super in a slot 3 right here? Okay. Remember that the second rotation after... Yeah, he is. He sure is. He sure is. Okay. Sure. Yeah, running villains just sucks. Like, it's just terrible. It feels so terrible using villain teams. It's truly just the worst. It is. It's just the worst. It's like, you know, they're starting to give us some stuff, right? So, like, if we would take a look here, remember, we now have access to, you know, we can rock Fusions in Masu's team. So, you know, we do something like we could just throw you in there. Remember, we want Piccolo Jr. We could grab AJL Zamasu, who's very good. And then now we got Daddy Hirudegarn as well. See, like, this is now to where, like, we get up, like, the left side. God level, incredible villain Dokkan Fest. Bam, bam, bam. And we got them all in the same setup. We will do this when we fight Red Zone Fusion Zamasu with Hirudegarn, but keep in mind, it's a heavily nerfed Hirudegarn, right? The stats we saw in this video was double Hirudegarn team, 200% lead, but the team is just so pathetic. If you get perfect RNG and every attack is aimed at Hirudegarn himself, you're coasting. The boss is not going to be able to do anything 9 times out of 10, but that's not how the game works. It's not how it works, right? Like, these shitty other options on the team are going to die. Like, they're going to get killed. They're going to get fodderized, right? When we're running a team of 2020 and 2021 characters, LR Janemba, Fat Janemba, right? You know, LR Metal Cool is 2022, but he has the strength level of a 2020 character. Like, you know, it just goes very negative. Hirudegarn, I want to say this very loud and clear. I have no issues with him whatsoever. The only thing I would like is I wish he had an extra leader skill. But, I mean, that's for Dragon Fist as well. You know, Android 21, I think every Dokkan Fest should have 3 leader skills. I think he's perfect. The issues we will encounter with Hirudegarn are not Hirudegarn's fault. It's Dokkan for not giving us enough villain releases and fumbling some villain releases. If Turles was not a complete loser, Dokkan Fest Turles, this guy right here, this would massively help Hirudegarn. But this guy sucks. Like, he's very mid. Very mid. Very mid. If he was, like, a beast, like Piccolo Jr. or Fusion Zamasu, that would help us out a lot. Because, again, he's movie bosses. He's right there on Hirudegarn's team. But, I mean, he's just not really that good. I mean, if he has his intro up, he could benefit the team greatly. But, you know, they give us a character who has a great animation tied to an enemy that you're not really going to see too often. So, Hirudegarn himself is really, really nasty. But it's like literally every single run we've done so far, we've died. why? Because his team sucks. That's why. Because his team sucks, and I have to use like a friend unit who's not going to be very good either. Well, I mean, he's still going to be very good, but he's not going to be as good as this one is going to be. Link level 10, you know, all this juice and stuff like that. So let me know what you guys think of Hirudegarn. He has the best potential nearly of any unit in the game. Like, I mean, I think you can make a strong case that like Orange Piccolo, you know, like maybe because it's not really potential with him. He just does it. Right? Like, Orange Piccolo just does his thing. But Hirudegarn, like, you know, maybe take Orange Piccolo out of it. Hirudegarn has the best potential of any character. So he's very good. They did, this is, like, going into this, like, all right, we need them to hit the villain. They did it. This is exactly what I wanted. I feel the same way about this guy that I did about Piccolo Jr. and Golden Week, and I felt about LR Fusion Zamasu. Like, they did it. They correctly power like scaled the villain Dokkan Fest the way they should be. But you know, you got to keep it up because we need more options on the teams, right? Piccolo Jr. came out before Omega and Red Zone Fusion Zamasu, right? Like, we need more strong villain options. They're getting there. If they keep it up with Fusion Zamasu level character, Piccolo Jr. level character, Hirudegarn level character, villains will be fine, right? But they got to keep it up. Like, it's like we can't be like, all right, we got it. We're good. We gave you a couple good options. Now that we can make him shitty again. No. Got to keep this up. But Hirudegarn is good. I mean, he's definitely the strongest TUR. But like, I mean, it's almost like the Blue Kaioken principle, right? Where it's like, you know, we're dying because we have to bring weak teams. So that's something to keep in mind.